game time. I'm on one, like it's Kelly and I'm Bay-bound. Treat the greatest competition like the playground. Freestyling J-spin and make them say wow. Then I beat the brakes off until I'm stay down. Became a king from a common man, and I turned my worst critics to my staunchest fans who worked at it until the world was believing. They gave them no choice but to see it. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with a hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with a hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time.
I'm cold steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said don't suffer no fools. Serpents daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. Gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Come cold blood, selfish. Your words are painless. I like when I drive and feel so dangerous. They say I'm a red flag 'cause they want it so bad.
Hello and welcome everyone to some FDL action. I am DFAT alongside Lasagna Man. We are coming at you with some Elite League Griffins versus Penguins. Lasagna Man, how are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm actually for tonight. Unfortunately, we just have the 9 p.m. match for you guys, but it'll be pretty good. Both of these teams are going into the season fairly strong. I think Griffins have a very strong record, and Penguins are looking to equalize or trying to look at playoffs. I'm excited tonight. Do you think anyone has an edge in this match, DFAT?
Um, I'm not sure if anyone has an edge. It kind of comes down to who's really willing to show up and ball out. Twos is one of those game modes where anything can really happen, right? Because you're removing that third player from the field. You're kind of opening up the field a little bit more to allow for the mechanical plays, allowing more for mistakes to happen. And if you can punish those, then I think you'll really be putting your team in a great spot to win this series and each game. So I'm really excited to see who can do just that.
Absolutely. Even in Elite League, it's not all about mechanics. There's a lot of strategy that goes in the background that a lot of people might miss.
Exactly.
Alrighty, so
And with that being said, I say we get the players on in here so we can see some exciting Rocket League. I'm waiting to see how this one ends. Obviously, like you said, both teams looking at playoff spots and whatnot to get in. And it could be a huge factor for either of these teams to pick up the win here. Each week really counts to get that win towards the playoffs, but especially when the weeks are starting to become less and less, you really need to start picking up those wins. You can't really afford losses anymore.
absolutely, Costin's going to take it out, and he's low boost, but he's going to go for a flick. It's not quite on. Good save by Cos. Burning Energy is going to slow things down a little bit, hit it to backboard, and Flushi's going to carry this out.
Bushi able to carry it out. Gets a great clear there. Leaves the ball for Cause. Not able to collect the ball after. Gets a great 50 in the midfield. Slowing it down. Low boost. Gets it over one defender. But the second able to clear it. Now Kostin has to play the ball. Going in front of the net. No one there to take the shot. Flushi puts it on target and gets it in the net. 1-0 for the Penguins. 4:12 remaining.
See, Burning Energy a little bit awkward in net, and he's unable to get to the ball to get a wheel on that, keep it out. We've got a Costin versus Cos kickoff here, and it goes. Lucy is able to take possession, but Burning steals his boost, and it looks. Oh, this is Great save by Cause. I actually thought that was open. A little bit of caster curse for the Griffins. Lucy is going to take a touch out, and Burning is going to collect, and 50 Cause to the corner.
50's it right to the corner. Burning Energy looks to get it into the midfield. Flushi able to push the ball away. Costin there to play it off the ceiling. Looks to get a touch on it. Doesn't get a great one. It causes a little awkward. Burning there for the 50. No one on the ball in this Penguins corner. Now Cause on the ball. Gets 50'd. A lot of 50s coming out, especially onto the Penguins side. Them trying to control this ball has kept it out of their net, but I don't know if it's really what they're looking for to get the ball down the field. It seems like they've kind of been stuffed on their side of the field a lot of the times with the control play. But as I'm saying that, this Penguins team on the Griffins side for just a little bit there.
Towards the beginning of the game, we were seeing a lot of bumps from the Penguins on the Griffins, which actually a little bit led to that first goal. If we see a little bit more of that, I'm thinking we might see Penguins ride up the score a little bit here.
We may as well see that happen, but right now we're still stuck at a 1-0 stalemate. But as I'm saying that, Cause gets it into the back of the Griffins' net. The defense just a little too awkward to get to that one. Maybe I shouldn't have opened my mouth about the 1-0 scoreline. But now we've got 2-0, a little bit more than half of a game to go. And so far, nothing's been really standing out as either team going to be dominant in this one. You know, you see the 2-0 scoreline, maybe 3-0 now as Cause gets the kickoff goal. But just nothing has seemed like too out of place. Nothing has seemed like one team has been stronger than the other. A little bit of a change here and there. And we could be seeing the direct opposite of this.
We've seen the Griffins in the Penguins half a lot. They just haven't been able to get that offensive pressure strong enough to convert and get right up their score a little bit. We're going to see Flushi a little bit of touch the corner, and Griffins on offense, Cause with a great clear across, and now Costin's going to challenge on wall and make a little bit of a miss there. Cause with 0 boost gets dunked by Burning, and now Costin's coming to collect for possibly a double attempt here. Not on net. Now Burning is low boost on defense. Great 50 though, and Costin's able to clear this out.
Costin able to clear it out. Stays on the ball right into Flushi, though, who now has a chance to make it look threatening. Cause has a chance to collect and will do just that. The flick is up and it's saved away. The ball right in front of the net, but no Penguin player there to collect another goal. Flushi tries to keep it in. The pressure not going away just yet. So that 50 will send it into the corner. Costin and Cause have that 50 in the corner. Now the Griffins looking to get rid of the ball. Can't do that. A lot of pressure coming out from both sides. Not really wanting to let the other team get this ball cleared. Trying to starve the Griffins. This has been a great showing of offense the last 30 seconds from the Penguins. You know, the Griffins had chances to clear the ball, but they just were not able to because of the the Penguins being able to keep that pressure on. As now it's a 1v2, but Costin able to clear the ball across field.
Yeah, great demo from Burning, but Flushi's able to close it up and restart the offense for the Penguins again. If we can see... Oh, more demos coming out. A lot more. A double demo leaves net open. Flushi cannot convert on that one. Now Cause is going to take possession, and he's going to try and go for another demo. He's going for the execution. What's the accolade for a lot of demos?
I do believe it is in fact executioner, but man, you have to feel for the Penguins there. They got 3 demos on the offensive side. They were able to open up the net, had a shot come off the crossbar, and then the Griffins just able to get a nice simple counterattack, put it into the net. No real demos needed. And now, you know, the Griffins are right back into this. They're only 2 down. A little less time than maybe they would like on the scoreboard as a flip reset comes through from Cause. Doesn't go in. But the Griffins definitely still have a chance to get back into this game, or at least build momentum going into the next one. That's the great thing about a game 1, is it's kind of got you a little bit of time to warm up and get to see how the other team plays. But you have to be able to come back, and you have to be able to play a lot better in the next game.
We're going to see Burning here with a little bit of a pinch. He loses possession here to Flushi, who's able to double that into net. Seems like the nail in the coffin for the Penguins. A little bit of a mistouch from Burning. I'm hoping he'll sort that out soon. He actually, fun fact for those at home, he is a star call-up playing with Costin, who is I believe the A player on the Griffins, playing against the B lineup of the Penguins.
A little bit of a mistouch there. A little unfortunate. Like you said, that might as well have been the nail in the coffin as zeros hit on the clock. Once this ball touches the ground, we will have a 1-0 scoreline for the Penguins. There it is. And honestly, after seeing that game, a little bit of mistakes here and there from both sides. Once they start cleaning that up, we could see a much closer game, maybe a stalemate staying at like a 1-1 score line. But all I know is after seeing that, the Penguins have 11 shots to the Griffins 4. And the score line doesn't exactly reflect that.
I was looking, Costin has 5 saves. He was like a defensive god for a lot of that middle game where the Penguins were getting the majority of their goals. Burning, I'd like to see him like step it up a little bit there. He was a little bit lacking on the defensive department. Some of his clears were feeding into the Penguins offense a little bit. I think if he locks that up, then we could be seeing an entirely different game too.
Yep, I do agree, but like you said, maybe a little bit of call up here. So it could be a little awkward, maybe trying to play up to the speed of the next league. And that could definitely be a struggle for somebody, especially, when they're playing against teams like this who are looking towards playoffs, looking towards their future. But not the worst game I've definitely seen. We've seen some pretty bad ones in our time. Obviously, we play this game, we've been a part of losing 10-0 before. So as long as the Griffins are able to, not do that, stay in these games, I think they'll have a great chance at taking a couple games, maybe even winning the series.
Lushi beats out both players there, and Burning can't quite get back to it. Great start to game 2 from the Penguins. Burning just barely running out of boost to get back to that ball for a 50. And good speed from Flushy to put that in.
Birding just barely not able to get there. Like you said, it's a little unfortunate. The positioning, the touching mistakes like that on the ball, they could definitely be shown a lot more in these kind of games when you're not exactly used to the speed, and they can get punished a lot easier as the shots on target won't go in for the Penguins. Now they have to play a little bit of defense. 4:30 left on the clock, a lot of time for this Griffins team to get back into it. But right now, the Penguins, they're starting to look more and more control as time goes on.
Flushy's going to try and take this out, and a little bit of defensive awkwardness from the Griffins. Burning is going to cut that. A little bit of an unfortunate 50, and Costin is left to try to clean up with low boost. He does so pretty well, but a demo from the Penguins allows them to take possession. Burning with 2 good 50s leaves ball completely to Costin, who's going to take possession in the air and tries to put a shot on, but unfortunately misses that.
Unfortunately misses. Now Cos has a chance to make an offensive play. Can't do just that. Costin gets demoed, but Burning Energy there to follow up and puts the Griffins on the board 1-1. It's looking great right now. We had the 4-1 scoreline from the last game, and now we're looking at 1-1. A little bit of a change up here maybe for this game too.
Definitely. We have a Flushy versus Costin kickoff. It goes in favor of the Penguins as Cos puts that on net. Costin forced to clear it out. And now 2 players up. Costin is going to look for a flick here, it looks like, and it's going to go in. Great patience from Costin. He knew that Cos was a little bit awkward here. He saw that he was really close to net trying to shadow. He had to turn. Just great play by the Griffins.
Notice the defender was awkward, able to get that great flick, puts it into the back of the net. The great awareness that you just need to be able to succeed in any level of Rocket League, really. And now the Penguins look to be on the back foot of this game too. They maybe want to go back to being in control like they were for game 1, but Burning Energy trying to not let that happen and does just that. Costin gets on the ball. A great boom downfield. Burning looks to be there, can't play the ball. And this Penguins team, I don't know if they've slowed down, if they're more mistakes or what, but this team not looking like they were just looking as in game one. There was a lot more pressure coming out from them, and so far we haven't seen that.
Yeah, Kaz is going to take a shot, and it's off crossbar and a little bit of a Griffins player there. But a great demo from Kaz leaves net wide open for him to take a score. Penguins get their equalizer with just over halfway of the game to continue.
Penguins there now getting an equalizer, looking at 2-2 with 2:40 left on the clock. A lot of game left to be played, and it really begs the question, who's going to be the person to stand out here, or are we going to go to overtime? I'd hope if we do get to overtime, maybe there's at least one or two more goals scored for each side, as Kaz gets a little bit of a mistouch. Fushi there doesn't have boost. Now the Griffins are bumping each other in the midfield. Things they're starting to get a little awkward. As Costin goes back, gets the 100 pad, the shot's on and saved away. The ball still floating, could be dangerous. No one there from the Penguins to shoot that ball, though. Could have been a goal, maybe. As now Costin has a chance to get the ball out, but gets beat by Cos. And now the ball's in the middle of the field again. And now we're looking at, a little bit more pressure coming out from the Penguins, like I was just talking about looking for. And now things could get really dangerous as Flushy has a chance to score but can't convert. And Cause Flushy's teammate is just all the way on their defensive third right now.
Boston is going to pick up a full pad and beat Cause to try and carry this out. He's going for a flip reset coming out. It gets blocked by Flushy. Good awareness of when to challenge that airplay. Sometimes that can be difficult. Pass attempt from the Penguins gone a little bit sour. Flushy with a backflip he didn't quite mean to get. And I think that might... Oh, great chance from the Griffins. Flushy also great defense to keep that out of their net. Keep the game tied up.
Had some great chances, and now Costin looking to get the ball down the field again, but can't do just that. Penguins team has an open net, but the misflip from Cause will not allow him to put it in the back of the net. Flushy up with no boost. Can't get to that ball either. It looks like just each time the Penguins have had a chance to maybe take a lead here with now almost under a minute left, they've just been out of boost or not in position, and maybe that's something they might need to take time to work on, especially if they lose this game. But right now, Flushy has a chance to get it on target, and it's saved away by burning energy again. A great defensive showing from this Griffins team so far, but you almost have to question how much longer can this hold on.
We're going to see Burning versus Cause. Oh, it's off backboard. Flushy. Ooh, great 50 from Flushy. Costin nearly took him to the weight room. Now Burning is going to be on 0 boost, trying to beat Flushy. Flushy with a great touch to Cause. Leaves net semi-open. Up, actually full open. And Penguins are up 3-2 with only 17 seconds left on the clock. We got to see a kickoff goal or something real quick from the Griffins. Otherwise, they're going to match point.
If we really need to see the Griffins start to pull something out of their bag of tricks. They had the great tie and the great defense going there for so long in this match, but just one simple mistake allows them to get scored on, as maybe a mistouch there from the Griffins right into Cause, who's able to collect. 3 seconds left. The Griffins have to keep this ball up. It looks a little awkward. Cause with the challenge doesn't get the touch. Flushy hits it into Burning, who's gonna hit it off the sidewall. The boom there from the Penguins trying to let this thing hit the ground, and Costin trying to get it into the back in this Penguins net as they have a chance, and Burning misses the shot, and that'll drop, putting the Griffins down 2-0 in this series. Things could be looking a bit dire for them going into this game 3.
Absolutely. I would not be surprised with a timeout from the Griffins. There are a couple mistakes that they'd like to sort out here, I'd imagine, because it was just such a close game. It probably hurts to lose that and go down to match point after playing such a good game the entire 5 minutes.
Exactly, but it looks like they may just want to go straight into game 3. Some teams think, maybe, hey, we kept it close for a long time. We really only made that one small mistake on defense that led us to getting scored on. And it looks like that's exactly what the Griffins are thinking. I mean, you have to look at it a lot better on the shot totals. But the Penguins having 9 and the Griffins having 7, they kept it really close in the shot department, and that allowed them to keep the scoreline really close as well. No need for Costin to come out here and make a bunch of saves, and the same thing for Flushi and Cause on the Penguins, you know? This game looked a lot more even than one-sided, and I'm really excited to see where game 3 takes us.
Yeah, we have a Cause versus Costin kickoff starting off the game, and we're going to see how this goes. In Penguins' favor, it looks like Cause is going to try and make this awkward for Costin, who gets to this versus Lushi, but loses possession. Burning going to have to make a touch here, gets 50'd out by Cause. And now we're going to see Flushi come up to try and take this. He loses possession fairly quickly. Now Burning with no boost is looking to dunk Cause. He takes it to corner instead. And Burning actually beats out Flushi with that little bit of an awkward play, and Cause cannot get back to it. If you're the Griffins, you are very relieved to start out the game like this. I think this is one of the few times they've been up a goal, or maybe the first actually. No, that was in game 2. But one of the few times they've been up a goal. So if you're the Griffins, you're feeling a lot better probably. Probably had a little bit of an intergame chat, just to sort out those details, but no need for a timeout. Maybe that was the right play from the Griffins.
No need for a timeout indeed. Things looking great so far, and as we're saying that, Cause comes and makes it 1-1 for the Penguins again, baby. You know, bringing back a little bit of flashbacks to game 2, because now we're seeing 1-1 with a little bit over 4 minutes on the clock. A lot of game left to be played. But man, I'm sure if you're a Griffin or a Griffins fan, you really want to see them just come out, maybe go up by 2 or 3 goals, really get a little bit of a buffer there, maybe some insurance goals, to have a little bit of breathing room to, you know, be able to make more mistakes just in case they do happen. Because even if you're in the highest tiers of Rocket League, you make mistakes. Those happen. We're human. But right now, if the Griffins make one and get scored on and they aren't able to come back from that, that'll be not only the game, but the series as well.
Like on net, Flushi saves it away and tries to get a banging clear, which, just as you said, a mistake. Costin, I think, going for the side boost there, and he's not back for that save, and Flushi collects.
Flushi able to collect another goal for their team, and Burning Energy just gets beat slightly to the ball. A little bit of unfortunate happenstance there, but now the Griffins, they have to make something happen. They have 3 minutes 30 on the clock, a ton of time left to get a goal, but they just need to do something. Maybe they need to allow themselves enough time to get 2 goals to put away this Penguins team for this game 3, because right now things are not looking great. We haven't seen, you know, a great sign of life from them exactly, besides for those 2 goals in this game and last game. And now we're looking to see if maybe they can do something about it, as Cause, they're able to put the ball away for the Penguins, making it 3-1. And this one might start to get out of hand.
This series has been a goal collector. He's been really aggressive, especially he's been capitalizing a lot when the Griffins make mistakes. I'm sure. Oh, I think Burning collects the kickoff goal. He shuts me up there. This is exactly what the Griffins needed if they want to stay in this game. Got more than half of the game time to score just 1 goal to bring it to OT, or possibly 2 or more to gain momentum.
The Griffins definitely looking to gain momentum in this one, trying to make it to where maybe the Penguins are shaking in their boots a little bit for the game 4. But right now, the important thing is getting there. The job is not done. The Penguins still up by 1. They're looking, you know, to close the series out. And I can only imagine, while trying to close the series out, the pressure they're feeling. As a great demo from Cause allows Flushi to collect the ball, but Flushi's bumped off the ball. The 50 in the midfield. Unfortunate, as Cause has a shot on target, but can't put it home.
I see both the Griffins players on 0 boost. The offensive pressure from the Penguins when they've been on offense is immense. I'm seeing a lot of bumps, a lot of demos, and mainly a lot of boost steals there. I feel like that's part of what the Penguins are doing that's really tripping up the Griffins here, especially Burning. Maybe he's not quite so used to having a lot of people in his face as Kaz here, just going and swiping the boost from Burning and going for a 50 to keep the pressure on. Kaz again, he's going to go against Costin, who does beat him but has very low boost still. Kaz is just harassing the Griffins players when they're trying to bring it through the midfield. Now Flushy, again, also low boost and getting bumped by Burning. Has a shot attempt, great save by, I believe that was Costin, and great fake by Kaz to keep the pressure. Really awkward from both teams on the Griffins goal line, as Burning is going to try and 50 both players. And Costin bangs that on net, Flushy with a good save. And now Burning's going to challenge this on wall. Gets beat, but it's free for Costin. And he puts that high on the Penguins backboard. It takes 2 players to clear that out.
Took 2 players to clear it out, and right now the Griffins is really starting to ramp up the offense as the demo comes on the back wall, and Flushy not able to clear that. Ball's on target. No. Burning Energy not able to put it into the back of the net. And I feel like that's just been the story for the Griffins this entire series, is they've gotten great looks, just not able to convert when they need to, as Kaz saves it away there. This Penguins team coming up lucky sometimes and making great saves on others, and you just have to wonder maybe if 1 or 2 of the balls that the Griffins have had on target go in, if we're looking at a different story here. The pinch from Burning goes onto the back wall of the Penguins, looking to collect, and they will do just that as the 50 gets the ball out, but Costin has a chance to put it over, and Burning not there to collect. 10 seconds left on the clock. The Griffins have to get something done here as a 50 in the midfield puts the ball in the middle of the field. The missed shot. Costin has one more chance. The ball is on and it's in. We're looking at a 3-3 tied ball game. 1 second left. Enough time for theatrics if the kickoff goes right, but we may be looking at overtime.
Super excited for this one. This one's a very deciding factor, especially on that match point. The nerves on both teams must be going really high. The Penguins obviously don't want this overtime. They just want to close it out. We see a Kaz versus Burning kickoff, and oh no, almost disaster for the Griffins. That would have been disappointing in the casting booth too, seeing that kickoff goal after such a good goal to bring us to OT. Costin's going to take this versus Kaz, and it flies out the sidewall. Burning is going to collect slowly. Kaz with a demo on Costin. He's been prolific on those demos all game. I want to see if he can keep that up. Kaz with a shot, it goes to backboard. Costin's going to collect pinches with Kaz all the way down the field. And now Burning's up. It's 50 by Flushy. And Kaz is going to collect and try to air dribble over Costin.
Flushy looking dangerous. Can't get anything going there, and you almost have to wonder the pressure both teams are feeling, because the Griffins trying to stay alive. Flushy trying to end it there. The ball's on, and it's going to find its way home a minute later in overtime. But oh my goodness, what a game 3 from both teams. Things were really close, and that 0-second goal taking us into overtime got me really excited for this, but the Penguins just able to barely squeak one out and get the series win.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit frustrated as a Griffin, but at the same time, you ended it off on a good note. You brought it to overtime with a great 1-second goal, and the Penguins, they just played a really great game. They kept a lot of the offensive pressure up, and they got a lot of those demos and boost steals that proved so effective throughout the series.
Exactly, it proved effective and it got the job done, but a little bit of a panic attack there maybe for the Penguins, able to get the ball into the net in overtime, but that 0-second goal really came down to, Costin being able to make that play after Burning Energy misses the shot, which is a little unfortunate. But that's what you have to be able to do, especially in the higher tiers like this, is just pick up your teammates, fill in where need be, and get the job done. And that's exactly what both teams were able to do. But Penguins just able to walk away with the series win.
Yeah, we actually have one of the Penguins in here. Flushy, how did that sweep feel? I know it was a little bit intense at the end, but you guys took it out.
Pretty good. I mean, obviously, it kind of stinks that Costin had to play with the sub. Burning's my man, though, so it was pretty fun to play against Burning. But yeah, it was a little tense. I mean, actually, to be honest, what Kaz said in the last game when we let that like goal going on in 1 second was like, can we please just win so we don't have to play any more games? So I'm kind of glad we won. And Costin's always annoying to play against because if he has space, he's pretty hard to deal with. But we got it done.
Yeah, I was seeing him like very aggressive and often dangerous in the air with a lot of those air dribbles and those aerial bumps. Um, when when Griffins were up during game two, was there any point where you thought they might take that home and you'd have like a much longer series to be playing there? Oh,
I think at least one of those two goals was kind of silly. Like it didn't feel like at any point like we were losing like any I guess like it didn't feel like they got like a big edge at any point in the series. Like even when they were up, like yeah, I don't know. I was still confident we could win that game. Obviously it sucks to go down, but like I said, I mean like they were playing with the sub, like obviously we should be winning these, I think. So yeah, I guess I don't have much to add, but I want to reiterate, like Burning's still my guy. But yeah,
feedback. Any questions for our winner here tonight?
Just one. I mean, the mistakes coming out from both sides, obviously, we're all human, we make mistakes. What was that like dealing with, the missed opportunities here and there, maybe just not being in position, because obviously there's the stress coming along with getting sweeps and going into overtimes and getting wins there. But I have to imagine it wasn't exactly the greatest while being, maybe we missed that opportunity and thinking maybe we could have been up by 2 or 3 goals instead of just one.
one opportunity that stands out was there was a play where Cause, I think that was game 3, where Cause got a really good fake on them, and whatever way I positioned, I wasn't able to like be mid because I was like low boost, and I mean I could have been mid, I just didn't rotate correctly, and that was like kind of frustrating. But we didn't get counterattacked. A lot of the mistakes we made on the offensive end, we didn't get counterattacked immediately, which is like kind of nice for morale because like at least you can scrap it. And then I feel like a lot of the goals that did go in, someone either made a mechanical mistake or someone got demoed. Which I think when that team was demoing, that was probably the most difficult thing to deal with. But I don't think they did it enough. So, but yeah, and obviously, like if a goal is a mechanical mistake, it's kind of, I don't know. That's not really stressful because that's not like a something that happens when you're like not locked in. It's just like something that's gonna happen because we're not we're not that great. So overall, like yeah, I never really felt mentally like oh crap anytime in the series.
Well,
Right. And we don't really have any more questions for you in the casting booth. So to end it out, we're going to give you the floor. Is there anyone you'd like to shout out or even call out? Any teams that you're excited to play later in the season or anything?
Yeah, shout out Cause, my teammate. Obviously, he played really good tonight. And in terms of like calling people out, I just want to play Reese at some point. So even if that means I don't know if they're like if the only way that happens is if we make playoffs, but like next time we play Reese's team, I want Reese to play because he didn't play last time we played, and I lost, but I wanted to play Reese.
All
That's it.
right. So unfortunately, we don't have another game for you at 10 p.m. So we're really just going to close out the stream here from me in the casting booth and DFAT as well, and Debbie in the production pressing all the buttons. We'd like to thank you for heading out, even though we've only got one match for you. And yeah, with that, have a great night, everyone.
merchandise.